cool. It looks like I should be able to continue this up. I'm still dropping frames here and there, but it looks like for the most part I will be able to keep this part consistent. It is at the lowest possible resolution. That's just because, well, it's Brood War, so I mean you're going to be expanding it out anyway. So it really wasn't doing much anyway. The text might look a little bit off, but anyway. But it looks like we're going to have a mass link style. You know, it's not bad. He stopped mining gas as well, so he's going to be getting that speedling upgrade right now. Which, again, it's nice to see for every now and then. Really can't complain about it. Now we do have this layer coming up as well right now. So it looks like it looks like it was layered before speeding, like I was telling you about earlier. It can really depend, again, really what you want to go for in general. I mean, do you want to go the speedling up? Do you want to go layer first? You know, you're gonna have your speedling up a little late. But we definitely see this mass link style coming from Hero right now. Now, does it work or does it not work? You know, that is the question to be asked here. He's going to be going for it. It looks like he will not get completely around right there, but in general anyway, it looks like he'll just go away the long way. Not a bad way to just pretty much just go for it. I mean, he has a lot of links, and it's going to have to depend on Westname's arc for sure right now. I mean, that's the most... I mean, that's going to be the only way you can really deal with this pressure, in my opinion. You know, it's going to have to come down to that micro. It's going to come down to that... Yeah, pretty much. Wow. Yeah, guys, I do apologize for the drop frame rate, but I really can't figure it out. But we do have Westname getting up a significant amount of Spire. I'm sorry, he's getting up a Spire right now, and he's getting up 2 Sungans right now. Back at Hero's base, gas is starting to be mined again, so it looks like he's going to start to transition into that. He's getting a couple drones right now, so Hero's up to 13 drones compared to 10, so he's going to have a bit more of an economic lead. However, that does not matter if there's going to be no Spore. Okay, so he realizes that that's not going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised for a layer to start coming up right now, but he will have a Spore, probably another one right there. But we do see Hero going for this engagement right here. Will it work? That is a lot of links, 20 links to 10 links, but he does have 2 Sungans, keep in mind. Drones are starting to, oh, they're on hold position, beautiful micro, only losing what it appears to be 1 drone from that engagement right there, and lost 2. I mean, yes, that's a big deal in ZVZ, but he's not out of this game, which it could have been, and more importantly, his Mulists are out. But we do have a lot of Spores coming up right about now. We have 3 of them, in fact, coming up. He does not want to die. But sadly, though, I'm not quite sure. I think these Mulists can actually get around that mineral line and deal a crap ton of damage in general, guys. I think he can go. I think he can go around behind this mineral line right here and kill off all those drones. Those are too far front, I believe. All right, but it looks like these Mulists will be just making their way down to back to his base. Just probably to defend. You know, I mean, Westname is, Hero's in a position where he can probably just mass link and probably just break down his opponent. He is supply blocking his opponent right there. He just did kill off an Overlord right there, so it's going to be probably like 16 over 10, so he's going to have to produce 2 Sungans. He's oddly enough making a Hydra dead. Hero, what are you doing right now? He's going to be spreading out those Mulists too to see if any kind of expand. Or taking nice map control right now, seeing if any kind of drop or crazy shenanigans are going down. I guess it's not terrible to do so, but again, it's not necessary, but I do like that. So he's up to, he can actually produce stuff now. What is his choice? He's making Hydra. I've never actually seen this before. I mean, for Corsair, they're not terrible, but again, Mulists go pretty fast across the map here. I don't really quite understand why this didn't just go mass link. He could probably win if he's off a double hatch. His opponent's expanding too, so he could really severely punish that if he just went mass link. But he's going this Hydra commitment, which I mean, I guess it makes sense in like logical terms to be like, well, it shoots up in the air and he has air units, but more specifically, you can just get the lair, but he never got the lair to begin with. You know, you get Scourge, you get Mulists. I guess this is the way to compensate for it if your micro isn't really that great. which maybe mean that Hero is a weaker or a lower league player. Let's say his micro's a bit weaker. But I mean, I'll be interested though. I don't think it will work. You know, just by the amount of Hydra he's going to need, and because of the drone counts being somewhat small, I mean, 16 drones, I mean, isn't the most optimal number you really want. I think, probably about 4 or 5 more would probably fully optimize his base. But, I mean, I really think you really need at least 2 bases to really commit to Hydra in just general to get a good amount of them. And I just don't think we're going to be seeing that. I think what we're going to be seeing is, I think we're going to see a lot of dead Hydra. And not to mention they're slow, and not to mention I believe they can't even go through this, whoa, I was a little off there. I'm not sure if they can go through there. It actually looks like they can, so not bad. Well, quite alright that he's gonna try for it. I mean, we'll definitely see if it's gonna work. I mean, myself personally, I don't think it's gonna work. But we'll see. I never really see Hydras in CVC anyway, and he's going around the long way. For good reason, because he doesn't want them to kind of funnel in there. Oh, that's not good. Miss rally. Well, let's see here. I mean, how many Meatless does he have? He has 8 Meatless on the field right here. Well, that Meatless did fall pretty quickly. Wow, they actually do a ton of DPS to do these guys. Does he have +1? No, he does not, but it looks like he has speed. Is he getting range, or is he all done with his upgrades? It appears so he is. Meatless could probably snipe off reinforcements happening, but he sniped out the hatchery, so actually Hero's now looking terrible right here. He's kind of meta-gamed West name right here. And don't forget, I mean, they do have range, so they can just quickly kill off this Sunkens right here. But where's the bulk of his Meatless right here? Why is he not engaging with them? He's killing up 2 stray things right here. If he could just target fire the lair, that's all he needs to do to win this game right here, but he's not. But I don't think he can engage. The best thing he can do is try to engage back at his base, but he just target fires that lair, which it's trying to do it, I guess. I mean, the Meatless are here, though. Will they be able to clear these up, though? I think they might be able to. There's just not enough Hydra to deal enough DPS right here. Yeah, I guess Hydra aren't the worst thing against Meatless, but Meatless aren't the worst thing against Hydra. He's target firing them down. He does have a couple lanes coming out on the field here. What's the follow-up going to be? It's more Hydra. Very bizarre opening as well, but it looks like it's worked. Very, very interesting. I really couldn't see this coming, but you guys have seen it. It has worked, and, well, it's worked, pretty much is all I can really say. And it looks like those Hydra will fall. Link should be able to clean up Hydra anyway. It looks like he's trying to transition to Mass Ling. But there's a GG by West name, not surprising. I mean, what could he do? He lost his mass mutant numbers right there, and just not ultimately really performing that optimally that he would want to, but can't win them all, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, going on to our next game right here. Oh man. There we go. Next game's gonna be on Fighting Spirit. I mean CVC either way. It's gonna be great. Alright, game number 2 coming up, ladies and gentlemen. 3, 2, 1. Let's get in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Spawning on the top right as the purple Protoss, oddly enough. It will be a uPro Legends Hero here will be the purple Protoss, and his opponent will be the yellow Zerg. It will be raGe Clan's West name. So I mean, because Hero's now changed up his race. I honestly can't really, I can't really tell you who's gonna win. I'd predict Hero, but then again, that was so unorthodox, and I'm not sure if he just thought that out in general or what have you. I mean, if he did, that was fantastic. I mean, if he knew that Hydra are really good against Meatless, I mean, sure. I I think what we should have saw from last game, though, West.9, what he should have done, is he should have realized, like, well, okay, I had meterless, so I can scout with, I have map control, so you know when engagement's happening. For one, he could have gone up those sunkets way, way faster. And not only that, if you see Hydras, what's the counter to them early game? I mean, meterless, maybe, I mean, like, you may, like, indirectly do well against them. I mean, they seem to be half decent, but I mean, against Hydras do so much high DPS as they stand anyway, that they may not be really good. And now I realize that Hydra versus Meta, Hydra win in most scenarios from that game. But anyway, getting back to the point here, if he could just transition into Ling, you know, if you saw that push coming, you know, stop producing drones, stop making Beetleist, and just produce all your larvae as drones, Hydra do really crappy against Lings. They just don't do well. They have a high surface area on them, and sure, they do a high DPS, but there's a lot of Lings that can get surrounded on them. So, not the worst case scenario, and also buys time to get up his Sunkens up, which he really needed, and they were panic ones, and he just didn't get them up. So, you know, in that regard, you really have to see that coming up, but we didn't. Alright, but we do have a Macross coming out of West.9 here. I don't really know where he's trying to go, actually. I mean, he put the Macross in, I mean, maybe, like, he was trying to do, like, two hatch beetlists. He's getting pool up, but no gas, so, I mean, I don't think a Link bust, but I could be completely wrong. Just, please don't quote me, but, yeah, I really don't see... We do have Hero doing his thing right here. Ouchie, ouchie, ouch. But yeah, man, I really don't know. It's gonna be tough. It's truly gonna be pretty tough for West.9. Right now, with the pylon going down, and he didn't just re-expand down to a third. I mean, that might be because what Hero might be thinking to himself is, I mean, again, he might just be doing this because it's part of his standard build against Zerg, but what you can do in this scenario here is you can be like, well, what do I do? I mean, these spawns, where does this Zerg expand to? You can take the safe third, except you're expanding to your opponent, so it might be harder to take. Or you go, it makes them forced to expand more southward, it makes it more vulnerable. I mean, either way, they're really vulnerable wherever they expand. So, I mean, delaying this expansion is really smart if it was fact or not. But most of the time, Zergs often 3-hatch meatless anyway. I mean, 3-hatch or do 3-base timings for whatever. That's just what the standard metagame right now is against Zergs. But anyway, getting to the point here, this third base though will probably be eventually taken here, and I don't really know. I mean, that he could have a third base right now, or this third base would be coming up right now if he just put the hatchery here or somewhere below. I mean, as if the fact of the matter is here that what you're going to be seeing here is that, I mean, sure, Protoss can't engage super fast anyway because they forced FD, but from that, I mean, eventually they can put on some pressure here, but I mean, it's not like it's impossible to hold off your third base, especially as it's such a close proximity to your main base. It means close proximity to your enemy as well, but it's just as close to your base as it is to theirs, so you can reinforce it. And again, he's going Hydra, he's going like 2-base Hydra, which I don't think will work because standard storm timing normally comes up around, it starts to research around 6 minutes and 30 seconds or something like that. So I don't know. Again, it's really gonna have to come down to it. Builder, he does have a couple Lings out. Now back at Hero's base here, he's getting up a significant amount of cannons. He's not teching, which okay, there's a Citadel. Okay. So it looks like Fast Storm will be the case here. He's not getting Stargate though, which, I mean, I don't know why he's not doing that actually. I mean, let me look at this tab here for you. I mean, we look at these numbers here, 24 probes and 19 drones. He's not that high far ahead probes when he should be, and I think I know why. He's not producing probes right now. Which I guess he's trying to like protect himself from a Hydra bust, but he has to realize something though. There's only 9 Hydra on the field right now, and they're not on his side of the map. You don't need this many cannons this early on. Templar Archives is coming up. No, he could also try to do a DT push after this, because he does have the tech available to him. But again, that's gonna it's circumstantial if that's gonna work or not. I mean, he already has it available to himself. So yeah, so he's getting the upgrades for Hydra, and I don't know why. You know, West Ham's done this both games, but he's really neglected layer timing, which is significantly delayed at this point, which I'm surprised these guys are actually at, well, these are actually Division B2, so I mean, I'm not really super surprised, but in general, it's not, these aren't really high-ranking players, let's put it that way. Because now West Ham's going Hydra, which is fine. He has the basic concept of this matchup down, but he's just not executing it to the perfect build order. So that is 22 Hydra, though. There's a lot of cannons. Does he have Storm? He's not getting Storm. So, and he has no High Templar out, but he's just dying to cannons. I don't know why he's going in range of the cannons. Does he have range done? I think he must. He must have range done. Stop going out. Okay, well, what West Ham's doing here is really bad. He's actually attacking the cannons, which, you know, are important, but what helps you as Zerg, if you target fire these tech buildings down, I mean, number one, you kill off a gateway production unit. I mean, he's up to, he's up to like 4 gates now, so he's not, like, it's not going to be like such a big blow to him, but that's just one more gate down if you go with the macro, essentially. And second of all, you stop +1, but he's not getting +1, so neither player's really doing their build order right, but in the pack here, but it also gives you more surface area to get your Hydra in there and to do more DPS against the cannons here. But it looks like he's retreated. He's forfeited all map control, which I'm surprised he doesn't just leave a Hydra or a Link right there to see if any kind of counter push is happening. Still no lair seems to be coming up right here. He's just really stockpiling on the Hydras right here. He's about 15 of them compared to 10 Zealots, 11 Zealots now. I mean, they're almost a 1-to-1 ratio to Zealots versus Hydra, which is where you never want to be. It looks like Storm should be coming up soon as he's producing some of them. I'm not sure if he already has a research. He might. Nope, he doesn't have Storm research. I mean, if you're gonna bring in, I mean, look how many shots that Zealot took, and he still didn't die. I just want to acknowledge that right now. He did not die from 15 Hydra. But to continue on to my point here, though, is that you can't be indecisive. Like, just attack with them. Like, don't be indecisive with them. You know, if you want to see if he's like pressuring, simply send out a Zealot and just scout. I mean, that's all you have to do in general. It looks like he's gonna be sitting at 4. Oh no, the other rest of them. 14 Zealots. There comes up Storm right about now. Hero's gonna be bringing up a lot of Zealots right here, but again, he's going in and out, and he's taking a lot of. What these Zealots shouldn't be doing is running away. They should actually be like attacking, because these Hydra would actually die, and I'm not quite sure if he realizes that he has a significant amount of Zealots compared to Hydra. And neither player has upgrades, so I mean, Hero's gonna have the advantage. You know, Hydra versus Zealot just does not work. He's gonna give us +1, very, very delayed. He's killing off the third base with a single Zealot, not bad at all. Hydra gonna be making their way back down to that to the 9 o'clock, but I think it's too late. I mean, even if it kills off that Zealot before the hatchery goes down, the problem is it has 200 HP left, which is now means that well, pretty much means that another counter push can happen. It will survive. Now, I think it'd be really, really stupid for Hero not to kill it off now. I'm hoping he kills it off because it only has 40 HP, but it can't happen. Alright, what do we see here? We have +1 coming up for his Dragoons right now. He's up to, I believe, how many gates now? He's up to 7 gates now, which, off of 2 base isn't terrible. I mean, ideally you probably want to be up around 10 or 9 at least, but still not terrible. I mean, 34 pro, I mean, this is also another thing that's really quirky about this game. Zerg actually has higher drone count, which Okay, there we go. He's killed off the third base, but getting back to my point here, he has a higher drone count than what harvester count than Hero does. And most of the time, by this time in the game, like 11 minutes in the game, I mean, Protoss has around 40 or 45 drones, and which he just does not have right now. I mean, I really can't tell you why he's not producing probes, and I can't tell you why Westname's been droning so hard. I mean, generally, I mean, I'm not saying like it's not bad to get a good economy at Zerg, but optimally, like when you're affording so much stuff, well, there's lurkers here. It's kind of hard to tell because of stuff. He's gonna be storming part of his own army right there. He has no obs. He's gonna be wasting storm to kill off. Well, that's why you don't run into a lurker line. Nice storm. Oh, that was nice. 6 drones were killed by that one storm right there. It looks like they're just gonna be going into the main base here. I mean, will it do damage? Dragoons aren't terrible, but a lot of Hydra are about to come out. So, and I believe he's out of storm. Is he? He's gonna waste his last storm. Will he get it? Nice. Oh, that was a lot of drones. Down to 18. Yeah, he's killed off 7 drones right now. Yeah, he's killed off the rest of the Dragoons though. So he's not. I mean, Westname's not in like the worst position possible. He's lost a lot of drones. I mean, this is only 5 zealots. I think right now it's okay. I think he'll survive. He's attacking this third base again, where you really need to put lurkers on, because it's basically at risk of just getting being force canceled or just dying. He will be bringing his Hydra. He needs to target fire this guy down right away. It looks like he's gonna keep it. We'll have to wait and see if he's gonna actually be able to keep it up, though. I mean, that's another important factor. It appears that it will stay up for the time being here. Lurkers are actually being outside his base right now, and I don't think he has a robo. He's just getting up his observatory at 13 minutes. That's very, very delayed. It's not what you normally get. But nonetheless, he's getting his obs out, which is great. Alright, so we have Zealots, we have Hero. Westname's looking like he wants to take a 4th base here. 58 supply down to 94. Protoss is just higher. It just has like really like supply heavy units. I mean, he's also heading 20 harvesters too. So the armies are probably around similar in general, but because of like a nearly like, well, more like a 12 drone supply lead, it's definitely significant showing in the supply count. And not to mention, Zergs just tend to have a higher supply count anyway because their units have such low supply needs. Now Lurkers really ain't gonna do too much. I mean, there's too many Dragoons out. Tends to be the tech switch for Protoss in this matchup. I will eventually want to take their 3rd base with this link blocking it right there. Well, idle Zealot right here. I'm surprised he didn't check for a 4th base, but nonetheless, he's gonna attack the 3rd. There will be sung into the position. He may just attack the natural. I'm surprised it's a heavy commitment to lurkers, though. Just from this mainly Dragoon. Well, I mean, technically there's more Zealots, but there's such a high Dragoon numbers right now. I mean, lurkers don't tend to do really good. Alright, we'll see. We'll see if it's gonna do enough damage here. We have lanes coming from the east right here. Will there be enough? The lurkers are dead though. And I think that there's too many Dragoons here. But I could be wrong right here. Well, let's see here. I mean, he still has all of his Dragoons alive. Better micro in general, but are we just seeing a counter push? It may look like that. We gotta try to sandwich that army. Nope, it looks like a counter push. Too many kids, so there's 7 of them. Yeah, so, well, we have +1 Carapace for Westname, and we have +1 attack for Hero right now. So, I mean, it's not terrible again. Alright, so he's gonna be target firing these down. Very, very nice target firing. Dragoons are kind of just going into a meat grinder right there, but there's more reinforcements coming from the south, which should be able to clean up this Hydra right there. You know, Hero, all he needs to do is secure victory right now is literally just attack these far-off expansions that the Zerg can no longer hold. Because, I mean, there's virtually no army for Westname right now. I mean, just looking at these tabs right here, things are just not looking good right now. So, I mean, I'll be interested. I don't think it's gonna work, but anyway. So what I think, what you guys think. So we have more army. It looks like they're gonna try to attack the third base here. There is a far fourth base here that is being killed off. He's even like cannon rushing it at the same time right there. Check that out. That's crazy shenanigans going down. But regardless, oh, she would have cleaned that up, and yep, he'll be fine. He'll just kill those guys off, no big deal. He's actually cannon rushing at 17 minutes in the game, no matter. Yeah, I think Pt.2 is gonna win this. I don't really see how Hero can really lose at this point. But I mean, anything can happen, I guess. But the problem though is, the one thing the Hero doesn't have going for him is the third base. And I'm actually kind of getting a little worried because he's producing so much. And both these bases are nearly mined out. I mean, sure, he has the natural for a little while. Okay, there's the expansion. Very odd place to take a third base, but nonetheless, he's going to be just pushing into this nice storm, which should be able to kill off all those lurkers right there. And this should be... I mean, I can't imagine this game should go on for much longer. I really do not see how it's possible how this game could actually linger on for this much longer. I mean, it doesn't actually make sense because... Well, actually, that's a lot of lurkers. That's a whoa, hold on. He had 11 lurkers on the field. Wow. That's tough to break through. He should have had this way beforehand, but yes, he has 11 lurkers on the field here. Now, production for Pt.2 is, I believe, how many gates is he off of right now? He's off of 7 gates right now. So... Again, he's been consistently off this, so he's like all in at this point. I mean, Hero's really gone for this like 2 base and like 7 gate pressure non-stop. But very like StarCraft 2-esque, but I mean there's 3 base to 3 base, but this third base is not yet operational right here. And are these drones? No, they're not. These are drones, and these drones are potentially going to be able to get intercepted here. Lurkers generally aren't good against cannons, but at this point, it's not bad. He's killed off 7. Whoa, hold on. Storm drop happened over here. Didn't see it, but he did kill off 7 drones. So not bad. I like that by Hero. But I think there's just... Yeah, you know what might happen is, I don't think Hero's going to be able to continue on. The more I'm thinking about this, I mean, what's the supply? It's actually almost in Zerg's favor. I mean, Pt.2 is barely in the supply lead by about 20 supply. I mean, 8 supply now by 4 supply. I don't think he can actually keep this up. And with cost-effective units like Lurkers, and especially without Dragoons really to help out with them, it's gonna be tough. I mean, I can't believe it, but... If Hero cannot claim a third base, he's screwed. And he hasn't left himself enough minerals to actually produce in the next one right now. It looks like he has enough minerals to continue mining. I guess worst case scenarios, he could always just long distance mine, but that's just silly. And you're not really having 2 optimized bases. Remember though, these gateways can no longer really be used because he doesn't have the double income of 2 bases anymore. And not only that, if one link really stops him from taking a base, that's really sad. And you should probably just learn to get more map control so that doesn't happen. But you know, you don't always get everything you need, but still. Oh, nice storm drop going down though. Ow, 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 ow. 9 drones were killed with that. Woo! He still has 26 drones, so, I think tech switching into Ultralisks. Very interesting stuff. I mean, this is such a bizarre Zerg versus Protoss. It's not even funny, but, well, I mean, I guess it's gonna be the last attack, because, is he going all in with probes, too? Is that his playstyle? Is that, yep, he's going all in with all his probes. Now, will it work? That's the question. I mean, where is probes going? Is probes going up here? He's gonna expand in the most... I mean, no offense to Hero, but that is the worst possible location you could take an expansion right now. All you have to do is go down here, man, and just kill off this one patrolling wing. That's all you have to do. I mean, sure, he's 2-1. He has better upgrades than you, but it doesn't matter. A Zealot, a Dragoon, a Probe even could probably kill it off. Well, you're not a Probe, but still, you get my gist. Well, this third base, this is why it's literally the worst location to take a base. Like, even if Hero defends this, he's kind of out of loss here, because he can just re-attack. I mean, West Name really didn't have the best engagement, but he still has another big army here. With Ultras, they're 4-1 Ultras. Are you kidding me? And this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, he has the long distance mine all the way back to his natural. He doesn't have enough for a the base here. Zerg needs to take in another expand too. I mean, he's not as mineral deprived, but still. Kind of mandered himself there if you didn't notice either. The drones are stuck right up here. But we have this is actually really nice. I really like this. And with crafting upgrade, these probes are gonna die so fast. Are we getting any more upgrades? No, it doesn't appear so. Looks like he's gonna stay at 4-1, which I don't really agree with, but anyway, if he's gonna go for it, it's not the most terrible thing to go. Leveling out. Storm drop happening again. Ow, ow, ow. This is a game of storm drop, but I mean, both players have really this is a really scrubbish game. I mean, neither player's really acclaimed a base. Neither player's really showed any adept skill. But I don't know. I don't actually know who's gonna win this now. I mean, one person has to come up on top, but this has been such a peculiar game. Well, this amount of Ultralists may just change the game into West Name's favor. Yep, it will be able to clean them up. And it looks like this will be game. 12 probes have been killed off. Finally, we have some better harassment coming out from here. And it's... I mean, quite honestly, I really don't know what else to really talk about here, because... Well, I just don't know. I just don't know to talk about here. But alright, so we have a lot of Ultras. Still 4-1. No more upgrades. He's mined out his main. Soon to be his natural. Soon to be his third. Well, his third actually is doing pretty well. He needs to take another hatchery. That's not something you really need to mess up on. That's really what he needs. Alright, he's not mining. Okay, just kill him. Well, I mean, Hero went for a 2-base all-in of 7 gates, I guess, because he didn't make another Nexus. But the problem though is, you didn't GG. This is what happens when you don't GG, and this is what happens when you have really 2 scrubbish opponents, where this happens. The other opponent is so bad, or it just doesn't acknowledge the fact that they're pretty much dead. All they have is 7 cannons defending themselves from being at the brink of destruction. I mean, I hope Hero can just realize, like, well, I lost. Just go into game number 3. Because, I mean, we're getting, like, 26 minutes in the game now, and, I mean, no offense, dudes, but, I mean, I could be casting much more important, interesting games. Because, I mean, all we have right now is, like, a dozen, literally, like, a dozen, how many is it? No, okay, a dozen plus 1 Ultralisk roaming the map, killing out probes that when Hero's trying to long distance mine his way back in this game, and he actually just produced something that costs 50 minerals, which I don't even know what he built. We've seen West.9 not even take another expansion. But, like, does it even matter? He has a high I mean, look at the unit tab right here. 1 shuttle, 1 Archon, 2 Templar, so he can about storm drop, and his left is the remainder of his army is going to be a Archon with +1 against 4-1 Ultralisks. Okay, now he's down a shuttle, and he's lost a Templar. I don't think that chapter is just disappointing me even so much further. I don't even want to look at it. But you guys get the basic gist of this. This is just not a pretty game. Like, literally, like, what's he waiting for? All he has to do is engage. And if you don't feel confident, man, he has a single Archon that he can't even produce anymore. Okay, sure, leave an Ultra so he can't long distance mine. Okay, that's fine, but... Okay, there goes down another hatchery down at 6 o'clock. Okay. Alright, so, you know, West.9's, you know, making a better name for himself. Too bad there's no gas-only units, as he could actually produce something, but... Still even his gassing comes off 2 depleted... Wait, is he actually still mining off... Wow. He actually didn't use his full... He didn't actually fully optimize his gas for the remainder of the game, and it's... That should have been mined out long ago, so he's off of, like, 1.5 geysers. He's double expanded here. I mean, all he has to risk about is a probe and an Archon. He's got a... Wow, like, really, Hero? Like, really? He's got a probe, harass, a hatchery. If he cancels this, though... West.9 has no pride. Absolutely, just none. And guys, I apologize for the lack of frame rate. I'm just trying to get this cast out because I have another method that does not include live casting in my current predicament right now. So, to the point where I can fix my live stream again, or when I can live stream again, get good to watching VODs because, well, it's gotta be a while since the next live cast because once the 2v2 series is over, I'm just gonna start offline recording again, upload to YouTube. And just make it just generally easier for you guys to view. And also I'm gonna be able to separate the games out. So pretty much we get okay, there we go, there's a GG. I think he just lost every single probe. Well, anyway, you're going on the 2v2 now. Actually no, we have one more game, sorry, we have a 1v1 and then the 2v2. I'm silly, it's 1-1 now. I'm such a silly boy. I can just get to the personal channel. Alright, we're going down to game number 3. We'll be on Python. I don't even know what the matchup's gonna be. We had ZVC, then ZVP. It might be even ZVT. I mean, completely honest. But let's see here. Spawning on the top, or at the 1 o'clock position, will be the Teal Protoss Hero, our uPro Legends Hero. He just tied up 1-1, and his opponent will be the Green Zerg spawning at the 7 o'clock, the 8 o'clock position as the Green Zerg, and it will be raGe's West.9. So not bad colors. I'm digging these colors. Gonna be an awesome teal color. Alright, cool. You know, cross-positional math, I mean, it could be anyone's game. These players really have, they have their own interesting builds. And sadly enough that Overlord will not have close by air positions, even though that is always fun to watch. But still, I don't know, it's anyone's game. I mean, the ZVZ definitely win to Hero's favor. But check that out, what happened was, he went Hydra. And West.9 actually went a semi-standard build and still lost. And I thought, like, that game won. Like, yeah, Hero's, like, really awesome. just kind of completely embedded West.9 out in ZBZ, and actually worked, and I mean, it was just good. But I think it's just because both players don't have solid mechanics right now at all. Not only that, I mean, Hero last game really didn't produce probes in the early game. I mean, the probe numbers really showed it. I mean, by 7 minutes of the game, he had probably around 25 probes, and you can have about up to 40 if you consistently make them. So, I mean, again, it could be anyone's game, and I mean, I apologize for, like, potentially downing these players, but I think you guys really need some serious hardcore practice. Hero looks like he's going to go for a pylon block again. That's what he did last game. Let's see if he's going to do it again. He may not be paying attention. Yeah, he should be able to get that back crash down. Maybe not. He's going to save him for a pylon. Put it down right about... Oh, he got it down. Nice, well played by West.9 right there, but... Alright, so we have one game with gas. I have no... See, this is like I was saying, like... Hero is not abiding to, like, standards... Like, this would be fine if it is, like, ZVT, I mean, if it was PVT, excuse me. But, you don't need Cybercore this early. Well, maybe you learn from practicing a lot of Protoss versus Terran. Maybe you learn that and it's gonna try against Zerg, but... You know, Zerg going against Dragoons, now I'm gonna put the game's favorite into West.9 right now. I mean... it's just not looking good right now. I really hope, though, that... Does West.9 not actually know where Hero is? Wow, he actually has not scouted his opponent yet. And it's nearly 2 minutes... Well, it's actually 3 minutes of the game. He's yet to actually figure out where his opponent is. Alright, so it's like double macro patch on the low ground. Interesting positioning. Mass link probably. I mean, if you see that he didn't wall off, and you didn't see that he... Okay, so he's going for like the fastest reaver possible. Well, he's walled off at least. I mean, if it's like go-to Reaver harass, we could see some epic game thing right here, but I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling that kind of play right now. To be completely honest here, I really cannot feel that happening. And guys, I really am sorry, because I'm dropping like literally like 20 frames per second. All I can say is I apologize, because I cannot fix it right now. And the first half of this cast is already done in live stream mode, so I'm gonna go change it up. Yeah, I'm not dropping anymore, cool. But the reason why I'm still live streaming right now, is because I didn't want to mix it up too much more. And when we have Division 8 qualifiers coming up, followed by this, after the 2v2, after this game, I'm just gonna go into offline mode. I'll upload the replays as I'm casting them. But just have you know, I'm not gonna be live streaming for a little while. So until I can get a permanent solution to my stream, or at least till I can actually get my computer back downstairs, you're either gonna be restricted to YouTube bots. But according to a poll I took on Team Liquid, general consensus says that people prefer watching YouTube VODs that are in a playlist form that are linked in the OP with spoiler alerts. So I'm gonna do that from now on, but until that time, we need to be serious and awful. How about this live stream? Because the other thing about live streaming is, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's fun. You sometimes get people talking about it. I mean, I normally start getting the community after like 2 hours of casting when I'm like done. I mean, I get like a consistent 4 to 5 viewers, which is fine. But you guys don't tend to talk a lot. I don't even have the chat open anymore because I am just not used to people talking. So if you're talking about something, I'm not gonna see it. But more specifically, I just wanted to say that. Just because I'm doing YouTube VODs and blah blah blah. You 4 people will know everything. Alright, so he's gonna do a double Reaver drop, and, you know, not that I have, like, a problem with that, but he doesn't really have, like, a big army. I mean, these Hydras actually just may pull off and just win. But, I mean, he still has, like, a semi-decent army. I mean, he's even going, like, Reaver drop. He's actually getting... Alright, so he's going, like... I mean, if you're gonna do this, get shuttle speed, man. I mean, I'm not gonna, like... That's how you want your build. If you're gonna go this build... And if it works, man, I think it might actually work, to be completely honest. I mean, he's gonna have a second Reaver. That's probably rallying his way down there. Yep. Get shuttle speed. Trying to target fire the Reaver. Nice pickup. Very slow pickup, but nonetheless. I mean, it's working. It's hard to imagine, but I mean, somehow he didn't go a Reaver. I mean, he won based against the Zerg and winning. Because there's no answer to this Reaver. And the problem, though, is, see, I mean, for example, right? If you were to go to the standard build, you'd be like, well, Jamie or Fitz, like, well, I mean, this would probably happen if you went 5-hatch Hydra. The thing is, with that, you actually get Lair. And in that, your opponent's not stupid enough to lose their Reaver. But more specifically, they're gonna have the Spire out to kill off High Templar. So if this timing push happened anyway, you'd be fine because I mean you have Spire out. You can get your Scourge out to kill off the shuttle, which pretty much allows you to do what just happened: is the Reaver just dies. And more specifically, does he have shuttle speed? I hope he does. And, you know, the only thing really what Hero can do right now is, like, Elevator in the main base here. I mean, if he had a time to push in the natural, that would have been the time without the, Hydras there. The problem is, like, he's losing... Okay, awesome. He's killed off a couple Hydra. Great. But it's still not really dealing with the fact that he's going to lose his Reaver again because of poor micro, and Hero is going to lose this game. Well, Hero's expanding. Let me just see. I mean, if we see another 25-minute game that really should have ended, like, right now, I'm gonna shoot myself because, like, I don't mind watching bad players. I don't mind watching them, but when they acknowledge the fact or are not mechanically sound players, I don't mind watching those players. But when the players like should know when they're out of the game, just GG. Like last game, that game could have ended like 10 minutes beforehand. Or better yet, get smart and take an expand, but he didn't. The counter push coming from West's name. Could do some damage. I mean, he probably has maybe 17 Hydras. Compared to this, 11 Dragoons, which actually may be able to do some damage here. Nope. He could have stayed in there, maybe. I mean, that was his call. I mean, I couldn't like. That would have been a very close battle for sure. I mean, he played it safer. He took it out. I respect that. All right, now let's think of the probe counts here. All right, this is again 10 minutes of the game. Protoss should be off of, if it was a if this was a standard game, we should probably around like 54 probes, probably-ish, 55 maybe. He's nearly 30 probes down where it should be, and he's not even producing probes out of this Nexus right now. Or his Nexi, I don't think. Yeah, he just like neglects his probes, which, I don't know. I mean, he's starting to reproduce them. Now he has double the economy, so, I mean, theoretically speaking, because he just got the Nexus up, he could be at like 54, but because the Nexus was at like 10 minutes when it came up, he didn't have that functionality. But I've just noticed last game, Hero does not like to get upgrades going. So, is that Spire? Probably is. Yeah, we have Spire coming up. Very late to go Mutalisk, but I don't know. It could work. I really can't figure out what these players are doing. I mean, obviously West State's going some variation of Hydra, but not really. He's just going Hydra. Like, it's not like 5-hatch Hydra, not 3-hatch Hydra. It's just like Hydra. Because if you do 3-hatch Hydra, you don't have a 3-base, damn. Man, well, actually, well, you went like 3-hatch Hydra. Okay, no. Well, West State went 3-hatch Hydra. Okay, that's fair. I take that back. All right, so engagement's happening over here. He left the Hydra. 2, in fact. He didn't lose the 3rd. No, he will not. But I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, they get the basic functionality of this matchup right. So I can't like butcher them. I can't like. Well, I don't want to say like butcher, but like I can't really tell them like, oh, like this is a general consensus of what you do or general thing you do in this matchup. One thing that he should be going though, which I mean, Reaver's fine. You can go in any matchup. It's great. Well, Terra versus Protoss is great, but generally speaking, Reavers aren't bad. I mean, they're the good, expensive units, blah, blah, blah. Get Reaver speed. I mean, get shuttle speed, though. You'll help out immensely. Because these Dragoons are actually faster than that shuttle, which it really shouldn't be. Not only that, it allows you to have a multi... oh, man. This tends to be the reason why you don't go Reaver, though. Mutalisks that should target fire down the shuttle... Alright, so he just trained his entire army. He just lost everything. That should be GG. And here's that one lone Archon like at the end of last game. Feel bad for the dude, but tends to be the case here. We have double Photon Cannon coming up. We have Mutalisk coming in here. This should have... Like, I don't want to, like, nitpick, but, man, if he just went 2x Mutalisks, he would have just won. Just straight up. Picked up the Reaver. He could have totally hit all the harassment factor right here. He has a lone Archon that hit off twice. Okay, West State, man, he may be winning, but you know him by that much. He says he just took 2. Alright, Mutalisks should be able to close the deal. I mean, what do you do? GG when there's this many lings in your base, when your natural's destroyed at 13 minutes a game and you have no expand. GG! GG when you only have 5 gateways. Guys, if you want to know when to GG, this is when you GG. You know, when you have a player that actually makes sense, when they're actually attacking your mineral line with Mutalisks, not the stupid pylon or the Nexus. Or the pylon. I don't even know what target firing, actually, to be completely frank. And that's a lot of probes, actually. I want to point that out right there, because, I mean, you can look at the shadows, and those things are really thick. 44 probes off of one base. Yeah, that's a little oversaturation right there. Well, I mean, he's not even going to try to help out his little buddy right there. He's going to kill off this probe. It's contained off of one base. He has another hatchery coming up. He's producing drones. As you guys can tell, I'm really not enthusiastic about this game right now. He's getting an Evo chamber for upgrades. Not bad. Or a potential one-base carrier. that could happen. I don't think so, but I mean, all of a sudden we could just see a sun tech shift into Stargate. I doubt it. What's he producing? Stargate, nope. This is what we have to see. We have to see him break out his container and just push. That's all he can do. And it looks like he can just do just that. I mean, generally speaking, I guess 13 Hydras. Yeah, he can deal with this. 15 actually. Okay, he's got to transfer 4 probes out. Looks like 5. He's got a long distance mine. Yep. Yeah, like this is like what Hero does. He just like, yo, I'm gonna go 1B. I'm gonna go. He like gets up to 2 expands. It's like a computer, and then he'll just sit off this gas still. He's mined out. Both games he's mined out. Too many Hydra. There's no storm. MC Hero. See how good? Do you see how good Zealots are? without upgrades. Now, Hero could have won the last game for sure. If he just attacked with those like first initial 13 zealots in like the mid game, he could have won that game. But no, he didn't want any part of that. No, he's just like, yeah, I'm too cool. Alright, he has nothing. He can't really do anything. He has 3 hatcheries. He's a lair. He's no hive yet. And man, can we just see GG? There we go. GG or oh my god. Crazy shenanigans. Crazy shenanigans going down there. Alright. Time to show my face. Well, let's just see here. What's name 1? Sorry, uPro, but you didn't win this time. So it's raGe. So uPro's up to 2-1. In the series, very much like how that game went out, or reverse those settings. So again, I apologize for dropping almost 30,000 frames. Pretty about 50% of the frames I've uploaded. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. But more specifically, why don't we actually just go into our 2v2? Why talk about that game? Why? Like, what can we see? Well, I'll talk about the game. For one, talking about the player's skill first off, you obviously could tell that both those players are, really weak players. Just mechanically sound, structure-wise, they just weren't that great. Okay, we get past that, but let's help them out a little bit. I mean, for one, generally speaking, 3-hatch Hydra isn't the build to go right now. For multiple reasons, if Protoss actually executes their build wisely, they get +1. They get Corsair. They don't have enough. What happens with that is that the Corsair end up being in their base, and then they have that they don't have enough Hydras to be attacking and defending, which is why the 5-hatch Hydra come into play. Alright, so I wouldn't recommend 3-hatch Hydra. I would do a 3-base. I do a 3-hatch replay. On that map, it's a little bit harder, granted, but I mean, this build was okay. If you wanted 2 bases there, most of the time, I'd recommend just doing 2-hatch metas. It's the best thing you can do. 2 base there isn't really that strong, at least in CVP. That's an option. The build order wasn't really that great for this map. For Protoss, Hero, there's a lot of things you could have done. First off, a lot of Protoss will agree, and myself included, because I've watched so many games. One-basing Protoss doesn't tend to do very well against Zerg most of the time, because if a Zerg executes their build correctly, they will just raffle stomp your one-base play. I mean, you can do a 1-base all-in, that's fine, but you didn't really do an all-in. You went like Reaver, you did like a double Reaver push without speed. And I'm like that could have been all-in, but then you have to tell yourself, look, oh, did I just lose my whole army? Okay, GG, because this happens. You go off for another 10 minutes because your opponent isn't capable enough, which is fine. He just can't macro efficiently to kill you off. And then I have to cast that for 10 more minutes. I'm a little annoyed by that, but it's not the end of the world. Going on from that, Hero, I do the regular Forge FE on that map. It's not too difficult to pull off. Get your Corsair up, get your Forge up, and then the mid and late stages, get your 3rd base up, man. You really gotta get that up. It's just the only way. It's just the only way. Yeah, again, I do apologize for dropping 29,000 frames. I don't think I'm dropping any more right now, but probably in the middle of the game, we will drop some more. I'm not paying attention to that number. Again, for people that are tuning in, this will be the last live cast that I'm going to be doing for quite some time. Because I'm upstairs right now, and I'm using Wi-Fi, and it's not the most stable thing. So blah, 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 blah. And the matter is that I will only live cast when I'm downstairs, when I have Ethernet. So for the time being, I'm going to use XSplit on offline mode to record. Number 1, you get better quality on YouTube. Number 2, it just makes it easier to organize VODs in general, because I don't have to go into the actual casting and then specifically like crop out like a section of it. But that gives you, as the viewer, it gives you better quality. And number 2, it just gets you to the Brood War, man. I mean, like, yeah, there might be these parts in the VOD where I might talk about the game after, but still, very, very still, you don't have those intros, you don't have to have those delay latencies of me changing up the overlay, because that's not going to happen in an offline cast. It just doesn't happen. So what that gives me is better production value for you guys, quicker Brood War VODs for you guys, and you can watch games that you want to watch. Because remember here, all you guys are getting right now is, I think it's like raGe Clan versus blah blah. Within that, you're gonna actually see the players. You're gonna see all those fun statistics in there, and you can just click on the games you want to see, or you can watch them all. Either way, I mean, they're gonna be a playlist. There's no ads. There's no nothing, and you can bump it up to, I think, 480. I think is what the highest, but X was gonna record on. But anyway, let's get into TV2, guys. I'm sure you're desperately waiting, but I just wanted to point that out there to you guys because well, I don't want to I'm not leaving Brood War. I'm just not live streaming. And I like it. I love live streaming, but my current circumstances just does not allow me to do it. All right, so first one's gonna be on ground 0. I'm gonna get in the game. I'm gonna pause it so I can just get the players' names down, and then we'll get it. Like I was saying, this won't happen. This will happen offline. This won't happen when you guys are actually doing it. But let me just put on the music for you guys. So let me just bring this to 0 real quick, and I'll just let you get that sound going, and I'll continue talking because, well, I mean, you're probably just like, I'm bored. This guy's casting Brood War. What's he doing? Well, I'm casting Brood War. All right. Anyway, Ooba. Okay. uPro Protoss. And I think uPro Protoss is actually a Zerg, if I remember. Last week, I believe he was a Protoss. I could be wrong though, but pretty sure I'm right. Cool. All right, that's good. Well, I just actually changed up the uPro, but it doesn't really matter. You guys get the basic idea. uPro Sturmai, who I believe won his thing. And he's gonna be red. Red. uPro Legends, and this is now gonna be West name. Oh man, I'm gonna just say right now, I don't think raGe is gonna win just because of West name. And man, I apologize, but I cannot fathom you actually playing 2v2 at all better than your 1v1. I honestly cannot fathom it actually being possible. Cause 2v2, in my opinion, is actually much harder. Because number one, even if you, okay, so for 2v2, in my opinion, right, you kind of work it like one or two ways. You know, I mean, obviously to get good, you want to definitely have a good partner. I mean, like, good teamwork, you know, the general, like, you know, team-based play. You can do okay if you have, like, if you're, like, an A rank, 1v1, yeah, you can pull off some cool shit there. But not when you're, like, D-, you have nothing, you have no idea what the heck you're supposed to be doing right now. And, I don't know. And also, MX, I mean, he had a best of 3, he got to an ace match, but, I mean, recently, he hasn't, I mean, of what I've seen, MX hasn't been the greatest player in general, so I'm gonna give my thing to uPro, but I could be completely wrong again. So the game's starting, guys, so this is what it's gonna be. Spawning in the top left, it'll be uPro Legends Multigaming Team's Protoss, and it's actually Protoss this game, and his partner will be spawning on the opposite side of the map as the red Protoss, uPro Legends Sturmai. Their opponents today will be raGe Clan, and more specifically, it will be MX raGe as the white Zerg spawning in the top right, and his ally on the cross positions on ground 0 will be West name, or raGe's West name here. West name is not a very capable Zerg. He really needs to start practicing a bit more. I just the best way to explain it. Just get some more games going. And that's really all you can do. I mean, you can be so bad that you like just stop playing, but I'm not gonna go say that. I'm gonna go say just practice a bit more. No big deal. I mean, we have a double Zerg here, which may skew my, I may have said that Protoss and Ster may win, but as long as West Name and MX don't fuck up like, super bad, they'll be okay. Like, literally all you have to do is go, okay, well, what is Westname doing? Oh god. Oh god, oh god, what are you doing? Are you droning? Why? Westname, this is the problem that I was talking about. He doesn't know basic build order. He's going for a 12 hatch? Are you kidding me? On the low ground? Dude, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, his 1v1's stupid enough and he's 12 hatching. Dude, MX, why are you not helping out your opponent, man? Yeah, so Double Circ's gonna lose because they don't have Mass Sling now, so it's really like one capable player going down. I mean, like, Sturmey's gonna love this. I mean, raGe Clan's gonna love this because I mean, uPro's gonna love this because I mean, it's like, well, now I only have to learn about one set of links, and now 2 gates out not working. So I mean, this is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, yeah, just hot. Can you shut the door? Can you shut the door? What? It's all good. But yeah, Westname is going to F up really bad because he doesn't have speed now. Speed's probably at least a quarter done. Third done, excuse me, for MX. MX is gonna try to attack Protoss with about 2 gating. So I mean, and he even has like a probe wall off too. I mean, that's just, it's not ideal, but it doesn't really matter. Both players are doing it, so I guess that's just how raGe Clan or how uPro likes to do it. It's how they train together, what have you. Yes. Yeah. And I mean, as long as those links don't get in the base, he should be fine. And he let him in. Okay, well, that's not ideal at all. Okay, one probe's gone down. Now he has 6 links in his base. And now what does he do now? Does he wall off, or he's not gonna wall off? Yep. Okay, well, now it's gonna go back into raGe's favor here. I mean, blah, 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 blah. Sturmey is teching to Goon. I don't like that. Yeah, look at it. Westname's getting like greedy as hell. He's like, yeah, I was gonna put up like 3 sunkins and just there we go, nice probe. Get off one of them and weaken the other 2. But well, I mean, it's even out because, well, for one, there's a bunch of links into Protoss' base, and there's a bunch of zealots in Westname's base. And is he actually just gonna let him sack that? He put Lair on his natural. Oh god, why? Oh, he saved his base. Those zealots should be able to get through if he wants. He can probably put an Evo chamber there. I mean, I guess the one thing. I mean, the other thing is MX doesn't even have Lair. He can't follow up with any kind of Utilisks, which are not gonna be ideal. As considering the fact that, and that's the thing. Like Sturmey's like, well, he's probably gonna follow it with Utilisks. Well, no, he's actually not. Show Mass Ling, so just go Mass Zealot with your partner and you'll win. This is just terrible. Today's cast, I mean, Division B2 last week of casting, man. These games are just not that optimal. I mean, Westname, man, he's taken that base right there. He's expanded. He's gotten away with it. He's getting inspired, but remember though, Zerg doesn't even need that base because they don't drone. Heavy. He just needs that second gas. Which I'm not sure if he's gonna even optimally be able to actually utilize. Well, Sturmey was trying to. Oh my! If what it looks like, MX may just actually win this game for raGe Clan. Yeah, I think he actually may have just won this game. Look at this. Sturmey is like, yo, he's going Lair. He has fire, but no, he actually doesn't at all. He's gonna lose all his drones. He's gonna lose every single last one of them. Well, if he's smart, okay. Wow, this is always starting to reinforce. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess. I mean, I've kind of like pushed away West Name right now. I mean, at least for Surma, he has Corsair, because we do have 2 meatless for West Name, and he didn't get punished for it. Somehow he's gotten extraordinarily lucky in 2v2, because you would get punished up the a-hole by expanding like this. But I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, both ways, everyone's taking like critical damage except for West Name. But even him though, I mean, he even took some drone casualties. Alright, so the Corsair are out, but so it's cleared off all the Overlords, or no, he didn't. He has 4 Meatalisks. He's gotten Scourge. Which I don't even think he needs, to be completely honest. Stairway's not microing. So it's Protoss versus Zerg. Just going out of space. I need to turn on my AC a little bit. It's getting really fucking hot here. Or freaking hot. I'm sure my friend will enjoy. I'm sure I will enjoy 61 degrees room in probably about an hour and a half. So well, by the time this cast is over. But anyway, getting to the point here. What are we at here? Sturmai. Something happened. Well, West Name's actually spreading his Meatalisks out, which no Zergs tend to do. Quite awesome Meatalisk micro. But now he reclaimed them all up. I don't think it even mattered though, because see, I think the problem though with that micro was that he wasn't attacking while he was spreading them out. So, well, it somehow looks like raGe Clan has actually won this game. IMO, my opinion. Yeah, Sturmai left, Protoss left. Okay. Yep. Well, I don't know how it's possible, but it happened. It has happened. Well, my basic assumption was wrong, but again, double Zerg's imbalanced anyway, so why players go it, right? That game, I mean, it's double Zerg, so it's not the easiest thing to defend, but because there wasn't super Ling heavy, I'm trying to think. Well, because of that, I feel, I don't know. I mean, we saw, what was the guy's name again? The guy that I have, West Name. I mean, that guy. Yeah, I'm trying to go to me now. That guy went 12 hatch. He went hatch before pool, which, and he got away with it, which is beyond belief because Protoss didn't wall off correctly. Like in any other circumstances, that would not have happened, but it just straight up happened, and I can't tell you. There were so many mistakes in that game that really shouldn't have happened. So, it's a scrub game. This series has been scrub games. Drive me nuts as a caster, but that's okay. I mean, that's the fun thing. I mean, that's why these people did it, right? They wanted to be like, well, it's probably caster game, so we're just gonna make it the most epic non-epic games ever. Should have been, maybe. Alright, next game's gonna be on Fighting Spirit. Alright, 5. Oh, we'll count down. Now, I'm not even like leaning back. That's just how casual I am right now because, well, what can I do? Spawning here on the top right. Oh, whoopsie. Spawning on the top right. It'll be the yellow Zerg. It will be MX's raGe here, and his partner will be West Name spawning here on the east side of the map. Actually, it's yellow. And their opponent will be uPro Legends Multigaming Team, but their players today will be, spawning on the top left will be uPro's Sturmite as the teal Protoss, and his ally will be uPro's Protoss as the brown Protoss on Python, I think. Nope, Fighting Spirit, I take that back, sorry. And dun 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 dun. uPro Sturmite, Company's color. Alright, so I wouldn't be surprised for double two gate again. I mean, that's what Protosses tend to do anyway. raGe is actually going the standard build. Okay, and Westname's not is going to be going for 12 hatch again, which I don't agree with. Nope. 12 hatch, 12 pool. All right, got to go a little bit more less greedy this game. I mean, I'm not gonna call my favorite player, but Westname is probably the most entertaining person here. Because it's actually fun to see if his builds actually work. This is why I love low league sometimes. I mean, the fact that I can't really predict what the hell's going on, but in general, low leagues tend to be fun because they're so unpredictable. But it's actually why some people argue that Bronze League back in StarCraft 2, or in StarCraft, I guess not back, but in StarCraft 2, it is the single hardest league to get out of because everyone does everything. And because if your mechanics aren't straight enough, like, you can see like one base carries, you just don't see that coming. Optimal rush, careful. I don't know why I use the word optimal, but well, alright. I mean, I can't argue with it. Play a lot of probes, a lot of links out for MX, for raGe, yeah, for MX. Getting speed. This is definitely a little bit more standard from Westname right here. The optimal, no. Is it more economic? Yes. But it doesn't even really matter, because like you're not even droning at all in this matchup. In TBT, you just never drone there. We have a tie wall by Sturmite. We have a tie wall by Protoss. Let's hope that they don't get a run by, run by again. For the sole purposes that I hope uPro wins this because, well, that was my prediction earlier on because my prediction of Westname is really below average and I had to give him that kind of talk, but he's definitely below average. But hey, he's entertaining. You know, if he had like a higher drone count too, I actually want to see this as be droning. Oh. Nope. No, that's not what I want. Okay. He's up to 16 drones actually, so. Yeah, he's moderately actually droned up, which is not what you do as Zerg. I guess it's just what they really wanted to do in general. But I actually had to put my glasses on because I'm so far behind. So far back. But, alright, anyway. He's mining stuff. There's a lot of links out for MX. He's taking expansion down here at that 1 o'clock position. Not bad, not bad. And, that's here. Your double Stargate again from Sturmite, you know, to combat any kind of mutilus play. But I guess MX is going for this mass link style, thus the 3 hatcheries. We actually have Hydra Den, which I don't know. I mean, I guess it works with 1v1, but yeah, I mean, Protoss could easily too quickly get to Storm. Seeing a 3rd macro hatch. Do we see a lair? Yeah, we do. Well, he's going past Beta, which is a valid strat. He'll vote 5 of them by the time that hatchery or the Spire finishes. So just like Double Zerg, sure they have map control, Protoss can't do anything about it. That Ling wanted to die very quick. A lot of Lings are making their way over here, and this pylon's gonna get canceled. These Gazelles are gonna die. That's a lot of Lings, ladies and gentlemen. That is a lot of Lings. He's getting back in position here. Dermite's defense is impenetrable. Here comes Scourge out. With Speedless about to pop. A lot of Lings out. And Protoss is going Speedlock with Storm. It's just something that I'd do in this matchup, probably. I mean, it's so good against... I mean, Zealots by themselves just kill off Zerglings, and then Hydra. They don't really do well against, well, Scourge and Beetless as it gets fly up in the air. Storm's not bad against Beetless, so it's probably the ideal composition. I wouldn't be surprised if both players should do it. One player's going Corsair, so I guess it kind of supplements that. As probably one has to. I mean, you're going double Corsair, you're not going to have the gas to really supplement Storm and High Templar, but Zealots, yes. So he's going Zealot Corsair with Zealot Storm, I'd have to assume. But no, he's getting High Templar. That could be, or for Orcarns either. I mean, either way. But the Zealots are risking getting surrounded on, and it looks like it will happen. Well, maybe not. Somehow, Protoss has survived right here. I'm actually leaning forward again. Yay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm leaning forward, which means we're getting a semi-decent game here. Now if you're gonna make Archon or Storm, I think a lot of Lings, man. Double Corsair production, and we have cannons up. Alright, so we have a lot of Lings coming their way over here. The counter push with a lot of Corsair down to West Aim's base here. These Corsair are gonna have a lot of time with these Beetleists. Nice spread coming from West Aim, but it's just too much. And they're still even taking splash damage anyway. Thing though is like they both traded, and again West Aim would actually got away with this 12 hatch again, which I mean, it's not really where you really want to be at all. At all, really. Just pointing out that you really never want to be there. And ouch, man. Ow, ow, ow. Implanting a blue wart on his head. And it'll eventually collapse over because of the weight of the blue wart just growing and growing and growing. Counter push coming from what appears to be Protoss. He's actually doing a good amount of damage here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Non-MX doesn't have anything. Only Hydras, but this unit composition's too good. Even reinforcing Corsair to supply block his opponent, but he has a lot of space to get supply. GG by West Aim. GG by MX. They're remaking their game. I was kind of afraid of this, because I think I might shoot someone because of this low league play. I'm only kidding. I just need to get a quick water bottle from my refrigerator. I'll be right back. I continue to talk, I think, because I'm cool like that. I need some water. Water's good for you. Water's good for you. I see Sprite, I see water, I see ketchup, I see more water. I have 3 water bottles. Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, Jerry. Jerry. Hi, Jerry. Alright, anyway. Good dog. Good dog. I have the greatest dog ever. But getting past my bias standpoint on my dog. That game. Alright, let's talk about that game real quick. That game, again, don't really know how to talk about it. Protoss won the great unit compositions. They pretty much dealt with the Zerg. Zerg didn't really optimally go what a double Zerg tends to do. They didn't go mass ling. They didn't break down someone's front door. They didn't both go mutalists. They didn't both attack someone at once. Because pretty much what the mindset of double Zerg is, they get really fast map control. You can't do anything about it. Then you tech switch into mutalists. You can take your expand if you like to. Sometimes a little bit more risky, but you can get that double. You can either do one base still or take your second base. While tech switching into mutalists, you get a lot of mutalists. You double attack one player, and then when they're bringing back their forces to help defend mutalisks, then you just attack with a mass ling, and then they're dead, and you do the same to the other opponent. And then you're kind of like, well, great, what do I do now? It's like, well, you GG, you cry about it, and you go home, and you don't do anything about it. Yeah, that's 2v2. Or that's double Zerg. That's what Kespa made it impossible to go. Alright, but anyway, let's go back into this. Last game. Python! Not a great 2v2 map. And a lot of these maps are not my favorite 2v2 maps. Alright, let's get into this, ladies and gents. Alright, spawning here on the top at the 12 o'clock position will be the red Zerg. Be raGe's MX here, and his partner will be, oopsie, trying to click on this button right here. It will be Westame as the purple Zerg out here at the northeast part of the map here. And spawning in the southwest, it will be uPro Legends Multigaming team, and their yellow Protoss will be uPro Legends Multigaming team's Protoss as the yellow Protoss, and the light blue Protoss from uPro, it will be Sturby. So all that funky stuff. My throat's getting a little burned out from casting so much lately. Well, that's okay. I'm sure you guys are okay, but you get your food war. You get your daily food war. Okay, why does it make Sturby that color? Oh, that was just such a terrible color, too. That's a nice color. And Protoss will be back to yellow! Alright, so it's now going down the ace match. It's now or never. uPro has to win this game in order to win. And if raGe wins this, they tied this series in this Clan League match. So, you know, it kind of actually comes down to all this game. Does this make it the most epic 2v2 ever? No, I don't think it will be. Will we see most ridiculous stuff? Absolutely yes. Do we think we're going to get away with a lot of stuff? Absolutely yes. Same strat. Alright. So Turbo's going to go double Corsair opening, and we're going to see Archon, Storm, Zealot, Speedlot coming from Protoss. Well, you fucking need Corsair. But true, you need that second gate up. Because... That's a great answer. Just one word answer. Well, MX already has legs in, and oh my... The Bulldogs 5 probe, so he's not gonna die. But if he pressures so much, he may just break through that front door. Because there's no double... There is no other gateway right there. Nope, he's not gonna engage. What? Wait a minute, oh, he went 12 hatch, okay. I thought for a second he was actually going the standard build for a second. He went 12. He went hatch before pool again, and then proceeded to get gas. So greedy, and he doesn't get punished for it because you can't possibly his double Zerg, which I kind of realized too. It's really hard to punish an FE and double Zerg. And still a Protoss because you're too prone to a link run by, and then you're a base trade, and links do really good against base trade. Now the double Terran, if you force base trade, I don't think it would happen because Lace can clean up any kind of early bio push. But you can just lift off and be like a douchebag. And since Zergs and Protoss can't lift off, you have the ultimate base trading scenario here. those lings are not going to do anything. Westhand's getting Lair, so it looks like he's going to be going for 2-Ash Beetless. Very effective. See? And yeah, Stargate, second Stargate's coming up. Or will be coming up soon. That's a lot of lings, guys. We did 3 gate, which, I mean, I don't think it's the biggest deal. Because you can actually do 4 gate Zealot, and he wants a lot of Zealots, man. So much to ask for. He just needs to get gas, and you need to start getting up to Archon. Because you really need to do something against those, I mean, because it's close by air positions between Westname and Protoss, you know, he's probably gonna attack them first, and he's not gonna have any AA to deal with it. Okay, that's why his Spider comes up too. Just count on defend. Well, it looks like we're gonna have an expansion potentially coming up, which, I mean, there's a lot of zealots to deal with that, but I think he might be able to with that amount of zealots. If he doesn't produce much, he could probably put down cannons and then defend. And if the thing is, he could try to defend. I think in order for Protoss to expand here, if he wants to Forge FE or Forge expand, Forge E, I think what he needs to do is, for one, he needs to put down like 3 cannons before he puts down the Nexus, and not only that, he needs to defend with these zealots. See, that's gonna be the case. And Sturmite needs to help defend with his Corsair because Meatless are going to be a big threat. This is interesting. He went Stargate, Citadel, Archive, which, I mean, obviously he's obviously getting, you know, High Templar with Storm and stuff, but, or Archon, it's hard to say, but I'm surprised not double Stargate. It's a lot of zealots. That is easily like 18 right there, probably. But what have you? All right, we have use them. All right, so we have some Corsair that got a couple kills in there. I probably just supply blocked. Well, almost supply blocked. It looks like MX is gonna be one basing Hydra, which is not gonna work against Protoss. Against Mass Zealots, not gonna work. You linked again. The base did see the tech. You did see 3 gauge speed. Zealot speed's not done yet. It's a lot of meatless, ladies and gentlemen. Where'd they go? Why'd they go back? Jerk. Alright. Here we go. Wait, hold on. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, we have DT out. Didn't even see that. Wow, he's not even going to Storm. What, okay, he's just mainly going DTs. Okay. Wow, a DT's gonna single-handedly bring all these Hydra back. And that could have been a game-blowing kill right there, too. Because Sturmite was expanding and he does not have enough zealots to really defend that. Wow, well played, I guess. And that was single DT. He's implanting a ward. He's killing them off. There's the blue wards of death and destruction. These meatless, the Scourge does connect. He's trying to get a good spread. But this guy's still even taking splash damage right now. There's just too much Corsair. That splash is ridiculous though. I'm looking at that and I'm like clicking on one that's like really far away. Gotta be close. Oh, West Ham won. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, so, I mean, we're still off of 3 gates. He's an Archon, very similar build that Protoss did last game. we have bases coming up, which that is a lot of Hydra. That a lot of Hydra is gonna be expanding to 50% done, 75% done, probably go now. That Meatlisk is weakened, so probably just want to defend. He has +1 armor. West End Man's trying to take an expansion here to the bottom right. That will probably get picked off eventually speaking, but help! Uh-oh, these zealots are kind of out of position! Oh no! Will he be able to take this much damage? Here we go! Does he have any kind of upgrades? He does not, and he's got to take extra fire. Well, that was stupid. I have no idea what Protoss was thinking, but he all of a sudden decided to get his zealots in like the most cramped up spot possible, where he could have potentially fought off these Hydra in a much more open space. But, well, I mean, I don't really agree with that, but hey, whatever, it's his playstyle. He can do whatever he wants. He has a High Templar, he storms the... He doesn't kill much. But, yeah, he's defended. All the Hydra are dead, or most of them are, at least. But still, I don't agree what Protoss did. Like, out here, you could probably just engage with the zealots first off. I mean, I can't tell you who's gonna win this game. That Archon wants to get that guy with the zealots who's stopping him. Nom. One more hit. That Archon. Will he get it? Oh no, you got away. What? This is much more interesting to me than the whole game. Will he get it? Will he get it? Will he get it? Will he get it? Oh, wait, no! He left to get away! I mean, we have an engagement happening over here. More importantly, there's a lot of zealots. But these guys are slow launch, though. They're coming to the party very slow. There's a lot of meatless, though. They have no anti-air. All they have is an Arca that's sniping off overlords, which I don't think is the prioritized unit here. It is not target firing, and it is 4 HP left. All they had to do was target fire that thing down, and he would be dead. One hit. One more. There we go. So on Zealots, though, will they be able to just force base trade, even though there's about 10 or probably 8 meterlists on the field right here? The hatchet's got to go down. But keep it remind though, West Ham has that third base and is getting extra gas, so he's still committing to meterlists very heavily. But it looks like these zealots will get cleaned up. Too much air DPS. Hey, well, I've got to say that might be game, and I still think it might be game. Because, well, what Protoss is doing is going mass goon, which is not going to work. May help against meatless, but against Dragoon, against Hydra, it's going to be annoying. But, you know, MX, though, is handicapped somewhat, but again, we still have that third base up for West Ham, which is really going to help out. What kind of cannon placement is that? Why would you expand to the worst possible location on the map? Like, that's your fault, man, sir, my. But, well, anyway, there should be enough Dragoons here. Well, he's gonna get that expand up, surprisingly. +1 for Protoss. Alright, we see so no more additional upgrades coming from the Spire from. Alright, so we have +1 air. Oh, there we go, that's huge. With West Ham's third base done, that's really gonna put a really bad thing on him. Bad position on him, rather. Alright. Yep, it looks like the base went down, and those larvae will be starting to be attacked, and yup. Yup. Well, they're getting over a counter push together, and they're in a great spot right now with double Protoss. Oh no, these high Templar! They need a storm! And no, only got one Mutalisk with that. They're gonna be tagging West Aim. I like this. MX isn't gonna have anything. This is the one thing that's keeping this team together. Will raGe go down? And will uPro win? This is probably gonna be the last resort attack, but I think there's too much stuff. There's too much Protoss. And I think this is gonna be game, ladies and gentlemen. There's too much stuff. What do you do against this? There's a lot of Mutalisks though. Will there be enough? I think there's a GG though, which means uPro has won this series. Which isn't that super important, but they did win. Which is epic. That last game was pretty fun though. It really wasn't that epic. Well, you guys heard it here. uPro won their series. Not this game specifically, but they did win the overall Clan War, Clan League game match. So props to them. Fun stuff there. So I need to tell you guys some stuff because it's important. This is my last live cast for a little while because I cannot cast stuff. As you guys could probably be telling, if you guys have been watching the entire stream, right now it's not that bad. But when I'm actually casting for a long period of time, at one point I uploaded about 70,000 frames, 30,000 of which were actually dropped. Well, 70 of 100,000 frames, 30% of which were dropped, which means there's kind of a lot of going in and out stuff, which I don't want. I don't want you guys to have it. I do not want you guys to have that Brood War. I do not want Brood War to have those kind of VODs. I want them to be pristine, and when you see them about 10 years ago, later, whether on YouTube in playlists so you can watch them all again, they're going to be pristine. So what I'm going to be doing is to compensate for it. It's not going to be like my old method of like recording with fraps, rendering. It takes like 4 days for that. No. Not doing that. I'm just using XSplit. I'm recording each individual VOD with XSplit, then just going in there, naming the file, directly posting it onto YouTube, which means it's coming out as fast as possible. Granted, it's not gonna be updated as super fast, but it will be in the playlist super fast, so you guys can enjoy it. Upcoming events right now, though, what I can tell you about, and I'll do these things in my VODs as well. But what we do have after this, because Clan League's over, regular season of Clan League's over, we have 2 semifinals going on because Division B1, Division B2 do not exist for the semifinals, and I'll tell you about more of that later on. But Division B1 and B2 are out there, so these clans in last match I did, those clans don't work. So it's only Division A that gets into the semifinals because they're the top clans. Finals come up on the 16th, I think. No, 14th, I think. 14th. So yeah, those are coming up, and then we have Division A qualifiers for next season, which should be starting up in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. So there's a lot of content coming out to you guys. Have no fear. D-Rank Team League is coming back too, so I'll have to follow one of those teams. I'm doing a lot of these Clan League things, but anyway, that's gonna be fun, guys. Guys, thanks for tuning in again. Remember, uPro won. Congratulations to them. I think. Let me just double check. I feel like I'm gonna forget. Yep, uPro won. uPro won their series, guys. Congrats to them. Division B2, so it's not the biggest deal, but anyway, congrats. And I think I've said everything. So I'm going to go back to old school, off-streaming, YouTube recording. But again, links will be recorded in the VODs. Yeah, so guys, thanks for watching again. Thanks for watching the stream. We'll be back as soon as possible with live streaming again. I try my best. But again, out of 150,000 frames that I've uploaded, another 40,000 of which that should have been uploaded are actually dropped. So out of almost 200,000, 160 got uploaded, 40 of which got dropped. That's what I'm kind of talking about. There's a pretty big percentage margin of error there, which you can't have with casting, at least. For playing gameplay, it's not the biggest deal, but casting, where my voice is actually important every time, every frame, I'm also might be putting it up too high. But anyway, I've talked for too much. You guys want more videos? I'm gonna get them out to YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, if you want that content. If you don't, then don't bother. If you're looking just for regular VODs from everyone else, not specifically by me, you don't have to subscribe, but it is appreciated. And they'll be in the OP. Their Clan League does have their own thread, so those will be linked there. And week 9, like, that thread will be done soon, which I'll be so happy. I'll be like, done. Put a big done on it and be good. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Peace, and hopefully be back live sooner or later. Peace, guys.